to a more or less a local thing here from me.
Okay.
The biggest rock hit of the 1980s started with a rejection and ended up defining a decade.
Okay.
Can you even imagine what that might be?
A rock hit in the 80s that defined a decade?
Well, according to this article.
So what I'm going to guess is something that's not going to make any sense to me. So
No, it will. It will.
It?
But I don't know that I would define it that it defined a decade, but
I'll take a guess. Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll.
No, but in the same time frame.
The Human League, Don't You Want Me?
No, this was a theme song for a movie.
Theme to a movie
franchise. A movie franchise. Some of the biggest movies. What would you say?
Like
some of the biggest
in the 80s
movies
be like Back to the Future.
Yep, that would be a franchise.
Is it Back to the Future? Is it Huey Lewis?
No, it's not Back to the Future.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead because we can guess all night.
It would be The Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, Survivor. All right.
When you close your eyes and think back to the summer of 1982, there's a good chance that the pulsing beat and unmistakable punch of Eye of the Tiger start thrumming. I've never heard that one.
Thrumming, huh?
THRUMMING. Thrumming.
I don't know that word.
In your head. It's hard to believe that the most enduring rock song of the decade nearly never came to be. The story of Eye of the Tiger begins with an exceptional setback as Rocky III entered production. Sylvester Stallone was hoping to use Queen's chart-topping hit Another One Bites the Dust to frame a pivotal, now iconic training sequence. But when he reached out, the answer was absolutely not.
Wow.
Unequivocal no.
Wow.
That rejection became a turning point that sent Stallone searching for a sound that could match the grit and heart of Rocky's underdog hero. He turned to the Chicago rock band Survivor, personally contacting them to ask if they could write an original track for the film.
Okay.
Survivor's lead singer, Jim Peterick, he's not the lead singer.
Well, he is now. That'd be Dave Bickler, maybe, but okay.
Correct. Yeah, I know. Survivor's lead singer, Jim Peterick, came home to a message on his answering machine. Hey, yo, Jim, it's Sylvester Stallone, he told the Tennessean in 2015. At first, he thought it was a prank, but Stallone was serious. So I called him up and he answers, yo. I go, is this Sylvester Stallone? This is Jim Peterick.
It is. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Exactly. Yeah, call me Sly.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Suddenly, I'm calling him Sly, kid from Berwyn, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I was already his huge fan of Stallone anyway. Me and my wife, he says, I got this new movie called Rocky III, and I don't want to use that Gonna Fly Now song. It's a good song, but I want something for the kids, something with a pulse. Can you help me out? I go, is the Pope Catholic? The band got to work, inspired by Stallone's cut of the film, namingly the famous scene of Rocky trading blows with Clubber Lang. Peterick and guitarist Frankie Sullivan wrote Eye of the Tiger, building its now iconic opening riff to mirror the rhythm of the boxer's punches. Released in May of 1982, the song didn't just compliment Rocky III, it exploded Eye of the Tiger, spent 6 consecutive weeks at number 1 on Billboard Hot 100, and became the second biggest song of the entire year. In 1983, its legacy was cemented when Survivor won the Grammy for Best Rock Performance. Decades later, it's nearly impossible to imagine Rocky 3 or classic rock as we know it without that opening riff. A closed door with Queen led Stallone straight to Survivor, and a rejected idea ended up producing one of the most enduring hits of the decade.
Yeah.
So there you are.
It's a good one. I will argue with anybody that the two Survivor had like a really good, like much like that Rainbow thing. They had a really good 2 years. That album with Eye of the Tiger in 82 and then the follow-up Caught in the Game in 83, those are two excellent rock records. If you like rock music, just kind of classic rock, those are two records that almost nobody knows. Everybody knows Eye of the Tiger, the song.
Sure.
But I'll argue with anybody, those two are as good as anything else that was put out at the exact same time in like 81 to 85. Great stuff. But unfortunately, everybody only remembers Survivor because of Eye of the Tiger.
Right.
You know, I mean, they had a lot of hits, but do you think people, when you say, yeah, tell me two songs from Survivor, you think anybody's saying, yeah, High on You and The Search is Over? Do you think anybody's doing that, or are they saying Eye of the Tiger and whatever the one was that that they did in Rocky IV when Apollo Creed was dancing? The Burning Heart. Wasn't that Survivor? The Burning Heart. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are probably the two that people name, right?
I would think so. I think High on You is in The Search is Over in my mind.
Big ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's when Jimi Jamison took over.
Yeah. Just think if Jim Peterick hadn't written Eye of the Tiger, Jimi Jamison might still be alive.
You think?
Because they wouldn't have had the success from which Bickler would have quit from, and then Jamison would have come into. He would have probably never been famous.
Maybe.
He'd be a middle-aged carpenter or some shit now. You know?
Well, what was the band that Jamison was in prior to Survivor? It was it Cobra? I think it was Cobra. Not King Cobra, but just Cobra.
Cobra?
I believe.
He was in Jimi Jamison with Survivor, solo, other bands. He was in close. Oh no, it is Cobra. Yeah, Cobra. I don't remember Cobra at all. He was also in a band called Target. Do you remember Target?
I do not.
I don't remember Target. He was also in a band called One Man's Trash.
Okay.
Don't know that one either. But obviously the Survivor thing was the thing for him.
Sure. Yep. Launched his career to, where people knew him.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on him for snorting coke at 60-some years old and dying of a heart attack.
That just was dumb. Sorry, Jimmy.
Like Kevin Dubrow. Same thing.
I guess once it becomes part of your life, that's it. The weird thing is, Dubrow didn't really surprise anybody. Like him using drugs did not surprise anybody.
No, but he, he had gotten himself all in shape and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was all very, very lean and in shape. In fact,
sure.
I think the last interview that I had with him, I asked him about his, regimen because he had really gotten himself really in top shape.